Welcome back. Joining us to go through the papers is the writer and political commentator Emma Wolfe and writer and broadcaster Lewis Oakley. Good morning.
Lewis, you've been looking at the Sunday Express, which has got a story saying that Rachel Reeves is now a Chancellor in name only. Why?
Yes, well, they report that the Prime Minister is appointing his own economic advisors and is going to form a budget board in an attempt to minimise chaos because he's lost confidence in Rachel Reeves, but he's publicly backed her as he publicly backs everyone, so he can't be seen to say goodbye to someone else. I think that this could be a good idea, though, because at this time, especially when it comes to the budget and the finances of the country, we are in a mess. Actually outsourcing it to the Chancellor and saying, look, you just deal with it on your own. Actually, no, I think that there should be more coordination between number 10 and number 11. You probably do want that power centralised, because historically, when number 10 and number 11 are at loggerheads, it spooks the markets, it's bad for business. So actually, I think good, do it together. We check each other's homework. We're effectively getting two chancellors for the price of one. So I actually think this is probably what you should be doing as a responsible Prime Minister.
It's awful for her, though, isn't it?
I don't care about her feelings. I care about the country.
Well, you say do it together. As long as they do it together, it always seems that departments are, as you say, are at loggerheads. People are trying to sort of, the backstabbing, all of that. Running the economy, especially in the state it's in now, fixing the economy, trying to do something, is such a huge job. And even if we had someone a lot more qualified and talented than our current Chancellor, then yes, you need all hands on deck. But at the moment, it's looking like an absolute disaster. My next story is these predictions from the US economist Arthur Laffer. You remember the Laffer curve? He's famous for the Laffer curve. He's been saying that there's a fresh budget raid that we're expecting at the budget in November is going to prove completely self-defeating. More attacks, more budget raids on businesses and workers are literally going to do exactly the opposite, that we've reached a critical point at which we're not raising any more money by these taxes. We are actually damaging the economy, and we know that.
It's ruining small businesses. It's making life very hard for them and for other employers who would otherwise be looking for people to employ, but are not.
It's too expensive to hire people. Businesses are not investing. Millionaires, billionaires are leaving the country, and the cost, as you say, the cost of work, the cost of employment is now so high and such a risk to many small and medium-sized businesses that they simply are not expanding. They're not even taking people on. They're laying people off.
Using the internet without a VPN, a virtual private network, is a bit like taking to the road without car insurance. All it takes is one unlucky moment to cost you a lot of cash. This video's sponsor is Private Internet Access. They are the VPN to help keep you safe. Click the link in the description below to find out why over 30 million people have downloaded PIA to protect themselves online. A virtual private network is an app that hides your IP address and helps keep your data private. When you're browsing the internet at home, you give up a large amount of data to businesses, to shops, and indeed to social media giants too. Hackers have the ability to steal your personal data with ease, including sensitive information such as passwords, keystrokes, and even your personal photos. Private Internet Access helps protect your personal data by encrypting your internet connection to keep your data out of the hands of cyber criminals. And it's not just hackers either to be concerned about. Information can be censored too. When Canada passed their C18 bill, social media giants decided to ban news content on their platforms. But PIA can protect your ability to consume the news and content you love. Private Internet Access is available for Windows users, Mac OS, Android, Linux, iOS, and you can use one PIA subscription to protect an unlimited amount of devices. And we've got a huge GB News discount for you too. Click the link in this video's description and you'll get a massive 83% off PIA. That's under £2 a month, the price of a coffee, and you'll get an extra 4 months completely free on top. Also, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee too. Visit piavpn.com/GB News to start protecting yourself digitally today.
You can feel it. I mean, I work for a small company as my day job, and even the people that we just interact with and things, the people are just more cautious than ever. Decisions are taking longer. You can really feel that effect in the economy. And for personal people as well, we can't be taxed anymore. The physical drag, as people are getting pay rises but falling into higher tax brackets, it's people are breaking even. Even me doing this work, so I have a full-time job, and then I come and chat with you guys and do the papers. I had to do my tax return at the top of the year, and I basically had to pay it all back, everything I made. I was like, what's the point of waking up at 4 a.m? And I think that's what it comes to for ordinary people. Is like, what is the point? I'm just giving it all away in tax.
Growth. I mean, that was the first thing she said in her first budget. It's what Starmer got elected on. They wanted growth.
Well, they did want growth, but they also gave us about 4 weeks of doom and gloom.
Yes.
It was horrific when they first came in, and it's only got worse, really.
But the alternative for Rachel Reeves, of course, to fill this £50 billion
which is getting bigger every month by what, 2 billion,
yes,
is it, every month?
I think the cost of borrowing, it's a 27-year high borrowing costs.
And we have a stagnant economy, flatlining economy. There was no growth in July.
Yeah.
There was no growth.
But the alternative is cutting public services, which is not going to go down well.
There are so many other alternatives, Cameron.
Maybe they
How many billions are we sending abroad? I know I always come back to foreign aid, but if we don't have enough money here...
Can you imagine a Labour government cutting foreign aid?
Can you imagine us stopping sending billions abroad when we don't have money for basic public services here, and when we are taxing people, individuals and businesses to the hilt?
And surely the only sense to borrowing money is you have to do something with the money. You have to build.
We're just paying for the cost of borrowing at the moment.
Yeah.
Maybe we shouldn't have sold off the Chagos Islands.
Well, maybe
just
we
a thought.
shouldn't and paid them for it.
And I just think it's this sense as well. Some of the things we've been talking about, migrant hotels and the cost of translations we were talking about before. I think people wouldn't be so enraged about that if people felt better off and felt like, we can afford it. But right now, things are so tight, households are so tight, businesses are so tight. I don't know the way out of this. It's a really horrible situation.
Look, we've only got about a minute and a half left, and everybody is really interested in what Peter Mandelson might say, for instance, or what any further Epstein emails might say about Prince Andrew at such a sensitive time.
It is such a sensitive time, and apparently, Cameron will know more, but apparently there's a cache of at least 100 more emails, probably more, set to break any minute, set to come out very soon, which are going to further trash the reputation of Andrew.
I mean, it's quite hard for him to sink any lower in the court of public opinion, to be honest. He has, of course, denied all the allegations made against him, but
it's not stopping.
Lewis,
you look at the very front page of the
Mail on Sunday.
100 new Epstein emails could destroy Andrew.
I think, look, there has to be due process. We don't know what's in these emails. Have they been verified yet? So everyone maybe needs to calm down a little bit. But as you say, how much further could someone fall? I guess with these emails, is there going to be any legal implications? That would be where it gets really tricky. Would he be summoned to America?
Well, I don't know. I think
and
that's
let's remember Virginia Giuffre has since died. She was the principal accuser of Andrew. I mean, he seems to be pictured now mostly behind the wheel of a car in his private estate, looking really, really uncomfortable and like a haunted man.
I know.
As you say, how much further can his reputation fall?
Yeah.